until now we've talked of vectors in magnitude and direction. So that's one. That's one method. If you want to think about it, it's like polar form in coordinate geometry, where you've got an r value and a theta value. So you've got magnitude and you've got direction for a vector. Another way to express a vector in the Cartesian plane particularly, and we'll look at that first, is to think of the x direction as being in the I direction and the y being the j direction. So a vector, let's just call it vector p, is equal to 2i plus j. So I would be 1 unit long, so it goes out 2 in that direction, so there's 2i. And the j direction, we go up 1 in that direction, so that's going up 1j, which is just j. So we go up to there, so we go 2i plus I. So there is the vector, 2i plus j. So that would be vector p. So all we've got to think about is the I vector is just like a unit vector in the direction of the x-axis. A j vector is just a unit vector in the direction of the y. So we can say vector p is equal to 2i plus j. Let's just make another one up here. So we've got vector q is equal to minus I minus 3j. And so we've got minus I, so this is the positive I direction, so minus I would go out to there. And then minus 3j, instead of going in the positive, will go down here 3 units. So down to there. So starting at the origin, coming out here, that would be vector q, which is equal to minus I minus 3j. So 1, 2, 3, negative 3 down there. Okay, so that's in 2 dimensions. The same thing applies for 3-dimensional vectors. We'll have I, j and k, not just I and j. So here's our I, here's my j, and k will be in the z direction, so that is k. So if you have vector A, it would be equal to I plus j plus 3k. So we go out 1 unit in the I, 1 unit in the j, and this is the positive case, so we're going to come out 3, so we're going to go out 1, 2, 3, so we'll draw so the vector would start here and come out to there. So that's come 1 unit to the side there in the I direction, 1 unit up in the j direction, and it has come 3 units forward. So if you can imagine some sort of rectangular prism there, and we'll start at the origin and come out to the point that is 1, 1 and 3. And so on. So component form in 2 dimension, we just have I and j. In 3-dimensional coordinate vectors, we have I, j and k. So just as we had magnitude and direction, this still gives us magnitude. The magnitude will be the length, and the direction is indicated by the ij or the ij and k.